You have questions and I answer them. This is your drop servicing question and answer session so you can learn the advanced tactics of drop servicing from my laptop to yours. So I run multiple drop servicing businesses driving 6 and 7 figures and an education business called the Drop Servicing Blueprint that actually teaches drop servicing. So today you're going to get the real strategies and tactics working out there right now. So before we get started, a massive congratulations to DSB student Doesnt, who just landed his first sale in a brand new business. He says the first of 1 million future deposits. Thanks so much for the invaluable knowledge. Now back to work. He put in the work and got his first results fast. So yeah, again, congrats to him. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the strategies and tactics that I use to build real online businesses that get results like these. And comment below any questions at all that you have for me and I'll personally answer you. Now let's jump right into the questions here. So the first question we have here is it possible to get my first clients for free? Well, let's break this down one step at a time. So there are a couple of aspects to having a drop servicing business, right? You have the production or delivery of the service, so what you're selling, and then you have the marketing and sales process, so how you're selling it. So with the production or delivery aspect of the service, a key strength of drop servicing is you don't need to pay for the thing that you're selling until after you've sold it. So you only pay once you get paid. And if you are selling Facebook ads, let's say, you only pay for the Facebook ads after a client pays you for it. So the service is free. Then how about the way you're selling it? Well, thanks to the internet, we can easily find our niche online for free, then reach out to them with free methods like social media. So yes, with drop servicing, you can get your first clients for free, but of course, there are certain methods and software that you spend money on in order to get more results faster. Next question here is how much time do I need to devote to drop servicing to get results? Well, the more time that you devote, the better, right? I mean, it's not a matter of spending 1 hour to get X amount of results. It's more about just devoting as much time as you can consistently to building your business. So that's the major differentiator between those who are successful and those who are not. Because, most people can spend 30 minutes a day on building their business. The true test of success is whether they can spend that 30 minutes day after day until they reach their goals. What if I don't have money to invest in my business? Well, the answer to this is always the same. Do what you can with what you have. I don't know you and your situation, so I don't know what you can and can't do. It's, simply about maximizing the resources that you have. So carving out a bit of time each day, which can be done even with a full-time job and a family, as our students have proven. Then when it comes to money, well, you could work more hours at your job, get a second job, actually get a job in the first place, whatever it is, just do as much as you can. When I was in university, for the first 3 years, I thought it would be too difficult to get a job at the same time as studying. But then in my 4th and 5th years at uni, I took a part-time job and it wasn't as hard as I made it out to be. So these things are more effort, but you need to sacrifice to achieve your dreams. Do I need to do sales calls to get sales with drop servicing? No, you don't. I mean, I know plenty of people who sell services with advertising directly via their website by simply integrating packages into their website. I know people with $1 million businesses doing things that way, and generally they sell lower ticket things, so under $1,000, but some over that as well. For example, we have one guy in the Drop Servicing Blueprint, Tahadul from Bangladesh, who, according to himself, doesn't have the best English, but wants to sell overseas. So what he does is he just runs Facebook ads to a website and has done well over $100,000 at this point. How do I automate my business? Yeah, so it's a pretty long process. I can't really explain every detail here, but essentially you're using people and software to systemize everything in your business. So first, you need to build the systems in your business for yourself, which means codifying everything you do and optimizing it to work as efficiently as possible. Then once you're sure that you have a highly efficient system, you can then begin the process of building procedures to automate every aspect. And at that point, it's about using certain softwares and installing the people to carry out the procedures. Should I try to get clients in my home country or start selling overseas? Well, the thing I like about starting off selling in your home country is generally you understand the culture and market and have commonalities that make you more relatable to your clients. So there's also less competition when it comes to countries where, English isn't a first language. And then you can begin expanding into other countries as you move forward. So I did things kind of like that. I started by getting sales in my home country, then quickly expanded internationally after my first couple of clients. So I know people that never leave their home countries as well though, and still build 7-figure businesses. So that's possible too. It really just comes down to a personal preference, I find. Why don't I need to have any knowledge about the services I'm drop servicing? Because you aren't delivering the service. That's what drop servicing is essentially. So you don't need to know much about it in order to be able to deliver high quality service. The freelancer is the expert on the service and its delivery. All you need to know is why people need your service in terms of case studies, examples, statistics, which you can easily find with a quick Google search. Then by talking to the freelancer, you gather all of the information you need about the delivery process in order to be able to sell the service. This is a really common one as well. What if drop servicing doesn't work for me? And it's really a fallacy that many people fall into. You feel like if you fail at something, you're going to somehow be worse off than you currently are. Sure, maybe you lost a bit of time and money if you quote unquote fail, but the truth is there is no such thing as failure, because in the process of trying something, you're simply learning something, improving and progressing. True failure is just giving up on what you're doing, because then it means that you aren't doing that thing anymore. So sure, you could call it a failure or maybe just deciding to stop doing it. But if you are dedicated and working on the process when you haven't failed, you're in the process. The fact is, if you give up, you're going to be in the same situation you are in now, except maybe you had a cool experience and learned some things as well. I mean, people use failure as an excuse for not taking action so they can feel comfortable and feel good about themselves. But successful people see failure as an indicator of progress. So what you want is a fail fast forward mentality. Move forward fast, take risks, then learn from your mistakes until you achieve your goal. Okay, this is a cool question. So how do you stay motivated all the time? Well, motivation can be broken down into two things essentially, okay? First of all, you have the external motivations like money, cars, or fame, and these things are fleeting because, if you don't have it, you feel terrible, and once you get it, you realize it's not very special at all. So external motivations don't last long, and research has found that we're generally happy if our basic needs are met anyway. So internal motivation is the motivation that comes from within, the desire to achieve things for the sake of achieving them. So the need for achievement is a major factor in those who will be successful, because they are much more likely to push through adversity, and you can calculate this need for achievement by finding the reason why you want to achieve something and make it a strong why grounded in something that really truly matters to you. Not because of how people will perceive you, but because of how you'll perceive yourself. Okay, the golden question here. How do I get my first sales? Well, check out one of the many videos we have on this channel about how to get sales, but essentially what you're doing is you're finding a service, a thing to sell, a niche, which is essentially the group of people you'll sell the service to, and a marketing channel, so the place or method you're going to use to sell that service. Then you build an offer that would be compelling to that particular niche that you can use to make offers to the niche on your chosen marketing channel. Now listen, the video is not over yet. If you want to get more help in terms of a course, coaching, or community for drop servicing, click the link in the description below to learn more. And if you haven't already, click subscribe, hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss any more of the strategies and tactics I put out to help you make more money online. Also, comment below any questions you have at all, and I'll personally answer you. But what I recommend doing now is checking out this video here if you want to go a bit deeper. So click over onto that video and I'll see you there.